the Tigers, or at least two of them, in Toledo tonight. No Siegfried and Roy act tonight, however. Instead, we get ready for baseball. Joining us from Fifth Third Field, the newest member of our Sports Nightly crew, Brandon Arroyo.
All right, thanks, Eric. And it's so great to be speaking with you right now. Talk to me a little bit about the biggest change between going from year 1 to year 2, year 2 to year 3. Each year you get a little bit more experience. What are some of the biggest things that you have taken away from each season so far as manager?
Well, each season is a little bit different than the previous, and I think clearly last year was a disappointing year for us. There's no question. I think we knew right away, and I think Al knew right away that there needed to be some changes made. He's done an excellent job in making some of those changes that should make this team better. And there's certainly things that I will do differently as well in terms of not so much strategically, although I'm sure it'll change because the personnel changes. But and I've said it in the past, a lot of times it's more about what's happening behind the scenes that makes a baseball team better than what happens on the field. The players have to play on the field, and if they play well, the team plays well, and we win. But for a manager, a lot of times it's not stuff that is apparent on the TV cameras.
Talking about those personnel moves, Coach, obviously Upton's going to be bringing a lot of excitement coming into this next season. What does a player like that do? What does he bring to this organization?
He's been a consistent performer. He's a young veteran who's coming into the prime years of his career, and we expect him to make an offense that we thought was pretty good anyway, even better. He's got the ability to hit the long ball. He can still run. He's stolen some bases. He can go first to third. He can go first to home, which is important in our lineup when you have some thumpers like Miggy and Victor and JD. So he's just an athlete, and he's a well-groomed baseball player that should fit nicely and help the Tigers.
We heard from Tiger skipper Brad Ausmus earlier in the show. Now we'll head back downtown. Sports Nightly's Brandon Arroyo standing by with four-time All-Star Ian Kinsler. Brandon.
Yeah, thanks, Eric. We are joined by the multiple-time All-Star second baseman for the Detroit Tigers and the hits leader last year for the Detroit Tigers, Mr. Ian Kinsler. Welcome to the home of the Mud Hens. How you feeling?
I feel cold.
Feeling cold. It's a little bit cold down here.
Yeah, it is. It's freezing.
Now, it's your first time down here at the stadium, correct?
Yeah, it's the first time I've seen the stadium and the AAA ballpark, and what the guys are where they're coming from. In the middle of the season when they get called up. So it's nice to put a picture in my head.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's kind of got to be cool to get a nice little point of reference to what these guys were coming to the Tigers organization from, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I guess it's about an hour and a half drive, so it's probably an exciting drive for guys that are getting called up in the middle of the summer. So it's nice to be here and nice to see where they're coming from.
Yeah, we haven't had the chance to talk with you for a little while. How's the off season been? You guys have made some exciting moves as an organization.
Yeah, we have. The off season's been nice. I mean, just like any other off season, you get time to rest, get time to prepare, time with your family, whatever it may be, and springs get right around the corner, so you start to get the itch. And obviously, with the the moves that we've made and the players that we've acquired, that itch gets a little bit itchier.
And I think everybody is excited to see what happens. The itch gets a little bit itchy as we make our way towards spring training. I think everybody is excited to see how these pieces fit in. Once you get to spring training, what are the first couple of things that you're going to be looking for once you get there?
Where the bats are at, my shoes, my coach for the batting cage. Those are kind of the first things you go to. Parking lot. Parking
lot's real important.
Yeah, you got to find a parking spot first. So, yeah, that's probably the first things I'll be looking for.
All right, so now we have our parking spot. We got our shoes. We got our bats. As far as the players are concerned, who are you excited to get out there and start mixing it up with?
We've made a lot of moves. So there's a lot of new pieces. I've played with Jared Saltalamacchia in Texas. I've never played with Justin Upton or against him, I don't think. So I'm excited to see him on the field. He's brings a lot of talent. You got Cameron Maben, who's going to be in the outfield and working with the outfielders. So you try to learn as much as you can about these guys as quick as possible, and that's the fun about spring training.
And spring training is right around the corner. We appreciate your time, Mr. Kinsler. Appreciate it. Eric, back to you.